Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, it's me again. How are you? Yeah, I know. Figure, hey, what's the big whoop? Figure I'd do a broadcast for you. It's all like that. Hey, when I have the time to do it, I'll do it. Now, let me tell you. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I figure you know how it is, how it's gonna be. Figure, yeah, what's going on. I figure, hey, it's like that. So, yeah, I've been told that people fat shame other people. It's not cool. No, it's not cool. And basically, it's not right either. But hey, you know, people that fat shame other people, they shouldn't do it. But then, hey, people do stuff. But yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, this Jaden Bigler Goku thing, I don't have anything to do with this. So I'm gonna stay out of it because I don't want nothing to do with it. Furthermore, this thing with Briny Hamby or whatever the hell its name is and Jeffrey, I don't have nothing to do with that either. I mean, he dug himself into that one, and I don't want to be bothered with it. He's hard headed. That's on him because that's someone's 17-year-old. You don't want to do that. But hey, that's on him. That's I'm gonna leave that with him. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I heard that Margot Robbie is not going to be in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie that Disney's doing. That's what I heard. But I don't know. It's still up in the air, I think. But I think that it could be. I don't know. It could be. But all I'm saying is like this. Hey, you never know. You never know. But it's like this here. Yeah, I'm gonna say good afternoon to Samantha and the rest of the people. Jules, how y'all doing? Yeah, and basically, yeah, how's it going? But where did that go? And I know that Colin couldn't be with us, but I invited him anyway. So you know, it's all like that. But you know how it is. You know how it is. But what you gotta do, what you're doing is what you gotta do is you gotta sign. I mean, not got to, but would you sign Colin's petition to get him back on YouTube? I mean, let's just get everything back to the way it was, Colin on YouTube, and it's all good. Yeah, it's all good and everything. What I'm saying is, let's just get him back on YouTube be and let us all be good people. We don't have to have all this strife and ill will towards each other. Let let's let everything be. Let's let everything be good. Everything can't be bad all the time. It just can't be. And let's get Colin back on YouTube. Let's totally get him back on YouTube. You know, let's do it. I mean, hey, let's let's show the people that we're human. We're human beings. Yes, we are. We're human beings. We work, we play, we hurt. You know, we feel cold, we feel warmth. You know, but some people they act like they're not human. You can't forgive somebody. You can't, or you gotta go out of their way to hurt somebody. Come on, you people know better. It's not good to hurt people. Not good to hurt others. But people do it, and it's not cool. So let's just not do it. You know, let's just not do it. Period. You know? It's better just not to do it. I mean, but let's get beyond that. So what it boils down to is this: you have to, you know, treat each other with respect, man. With respect and love, and you may not love the person, you may not like the person, but don't treat them bad because you can't. You know, don't mistreat him because you feel that you have to, out of some misguided loyalty to somebody. Because we, yes, well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say like this. Good afternoon. How you doing? It's okay. I mean, let's get Colin back on YouTube. You want to see some funny stuff? You want to see some good content? Let's get him back on YouTube. Let's let's show the haters that we're not vindictive people. You know, Let's show them we're not vindictive people. Let's just show them that when it comes down to it, we're just people. People who try to, you know, do good things and act like good people, but sometimes it just don't work. But hey, it all pans out. So let's get Colin's petition signed and let's let's do what we gotta do. Do what we have to do to get him back on YouTube. Let's do it. Let's just do it. You know, I don't care about other people's opinions. As me, I respect the right that they have it. That's about it. But I don't care what they have. I don't care the opinion they have of me. You know. Point is, I'm a good person at the end of the day. So it's Colin. Colin deserves a chance to. Colin deserves a chance. Just period. He deserves a chance to defend himself. But I mean, I'm here to tell you, when it comes down to it, he's a good person. Very good person. And it's like, why persecute him? He don't deserve it. You know? And it's always something. I mean, it all goes down to this. People want people want him to be pegged as a bad guy, but he's not. You know? And therein lies the rub. So let's let him, let's, you know, let's let him, you know, let's get him back on the, get him back on the platform and, and let him make content. And folks, it's just, he doesn't deserve the type of, black you've been getting, you know, it does have, but in order for that to happen, we all gotta find a petition and, help them get things back on the right track. Let's help them get things on the right track. And let's see if we can't do that for them. Let's see if we can't do things to where he can get back on the platform and do his show and make his content, just generally do what he has to do. Yeah, of course, that's what I would do. You know? You guys may not like him or agree with things he does. I'm sure he didn't do anything to literally get us kicked off of the platform. You know, I mean, I would not, I would not be here, doing this if he did do such a thing. But like I said, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys to, do the right thing and get his channel back. And you know, it's just basically up to you guys. But by the way, yeah, I've noticed that Hulu, Netflix, and all the other platforms, the streaming apps, they've been loading a lot of new movies lately, and I was wondering, some of these movies haven't even been released yet. I don't think because I haven't seen advertisements for them on TV. And I was wondering because I was watching Hulu last night, and I just happened to, glance at this advert for this movie, and I'm thinking, okay, I think it's gonna be released in the summertime. I'm not sure, but they're talking about Spider-Man 4 or whatever. What have we, But I hope they do release it, and I hope they do use Tobey Maguire, back as Spider-Man. I hope they do use Doctor Strange. You know, have him come back from the multi-universe and the multiverse, and have him set things right. Him and Spider-Man, sort of like make it like a super power team up. You can. I mean, since they're already rewriting Marvel, since they're already rewriting Marvel. I mean, and DC, you got DC. Take an hour and relax. I mean, you got DC 52 happening. I mean, man, can you hear me?
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, I was talking about I was talking about the Spider-Man 4 thing I saw on TV, supposedly supposed to come out in I think the summertime.
Yeah.
I mean, what's with that?
Uh, I heard something about that too, but what I heard was that it might be another Spider Verse thing.
Oh, where he does battle with where he does meetups with his other selves.
Yeah, except I wonder how they're going to do it this time because since his love interest Michelle has no longer remembers him.
That's what I'm wondering too.
And
I'm
you hear they're saying that that Man of Steel 2, the official Man of Steel 2 movie that they're working at DC Films is working on,
yeah,
that will see the return of Henry Cavill Superman. They're now they're right. Well, you hear now they're saying that it's going to be a reboot.
yeah.
In that they're going to change his Superman's origin.
Oh, Sonic Creations, how you doing? But I'm just saying. I've heard a lot about this Spider-Man 4 thing, and I'm wondering what's it really going to be like? I mean,
And and
I
also
hope,
there's also there I also heard a few months ago I heard something about Spider-Man getting a new love interest in Spider-Man 4.
yeah.
And guess what, Ray?
What?
Even though even though Michelle is has a nickname MJ,
MJ.
Kevin Feige of Marvel revealed like when they were working on Spider-Man No Way Home that she was never meant to actually be Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah, that's what I
And that
figured.
she was just a new character that was created to as a sort of homage the uh, to the romance between Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah,
And
but
yeah,
Spider-Man had so many girlfriends. I mean, he date as Peter Parker. He dated Felicia Harding. Um, he also had um he also had a thing with Dagger. He dated Dagger because him and Dagger was in college at the same time.
don't forget he also dated Betty Brant, J.
He was
Jonah
dating
Jameson's secretary.
Daily Bugle, who was a lot
But
older than Peter Parker.
yeah, but funny thing about that is that when they were doing the first Spider-Man movie, with starring Tom Maguire back in the early
Yeah,
2000s,
yeah,
the only they chose not to reference the romance between Peter Parker and Betty Brant in the first movie or in any of the sequels because of the age gap between Tom Maguire and Elizabeth Banks.
yeah. But that relationship is canon.
Yeah, I
If you,
know, but of course it would have been of course Tom Maguire and Elizabeth Banks just they like felt they just wouldn't have been right because of their big age gap.
the big age gap. I mean,
Yeah, because she was older than him when they were doing the first movie,
yeah, I know.
and um,
But still, but still, not only did uh he, try to go out with Betty Brant, but he also dated what's her name's daughter, Silvermane.
yeah, and if you don't
Silvermane.
remember, um, she also dated I forget her name, she was a jewel thief but I think she was called Black Cat or something like that.
Huh? Black
Oh,
hair.
what?
You talking about damn, what is that woman's name? Um the one that took Betty Brant hostage in the old cartoon. That's the one you're talking about, right?
She dressed in a black cat suit and wore
Oh,
uh
that's
a
Felicia.
black
That's Felicia.
a black
That was Felicia Harding. That was Felicia Harding, the black cat.
yeah, that's right, yeah, the black cat. But the thing is, though, the whole time they were dating, she didn't really care about Peter Parker. She only cared about Spider-Man,
Yeah,
and
she
that's
didn't
why their relationship ended.
didn't work.
Yeah, because she was in love with Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. And she
Yeah,
and he tried. That's what. And every time she tried to, he tried to. He 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 showed her who he took his mask off in front of her and told her who he was, but she wasn't interested at all.
nah, she didn't
The
believe
funny
it.
thing about her though is when she was first created, she was actually created as a ripoff of Catwoman.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she was.
yeah,
If
full on
you
ripoff.
if you watch
I
the
will
old
say.
Spider-Man, the black cat is prominently referenced because the black cat was her father. The black cat was her father. Remember the Harding guy, her father. What was his name? Uh, Harding. because Felicia's mother is not shown.
Oh
In
yeah,
the old,
probably. Another funny thing about Black Cat is that she was actually one of the characters that was going to appear in the failed Amazing Spider-Man 3 movie that ended up not happening. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
The failed the third sequel to the Amazing Spider-Man movies that starred Andrew Garfield that ended up never getting made.
Yeah. Even though Toby Maguire is closer to the real Spider, is closer to the comic book character of Peter Parker.
The original comic book version.
I mean, face it. Toby Maguire is the nerdy Peter Parker guy. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, because that was what that Sam Raimi he was going for. Because he was when he was directing the first one, because he was like a massive Spider-Man fan and had a massive comic book collection, which was
Yeah,
one of the reasons why he was chosen as the director.
did you see that thing they did on his house when
No,
he opened his library and let them film inside? He had all these comic books encased in plastic, and he had the Spider-Man section sitting off by itself.
yeah, the funny thing is,
That was awesome.
you know what? I still find it crazy that the first Spider-Man movie was in production for like a really long time since the 80s.
Yeah, but you gotta realize though, man,
Yeah,
it's hard to find actors that's gonna be true to the comic book character.
I know, but it wasn't that wasn't the problem, Ray. They actually had there was an actor who was actually officially cast as a character back in the 80s when that movie company called Canon Films was was going to be making the film. Yeah, it was this male. He was a male model guy who was actually the model for who was actually used as the model for Peter Parker on the front cover of a lot of Spider-Man comic books back in the late 70s and early 80s.
You mean the comic books where they made him look really muscular?
Yeah, and like like when you see him like including like the ones inspiring even the Spider-Man comic book covers that showed that showed him looking like half Peter Parker and half Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That yeah,
Oh, that thing I
and
did last night, it really went over big.
what?
Yeah. People was really asking me for requests and stuff like that.
For what?
About when I made fun of that guy that kept coming in my broadcast making fun of people calling people gay, and I called them out, you know, and I called them
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
People laughing at. That's why I did was doing those voices last night.
Another another crazy thing about the first Spider-Man movie is that uh for a while director James Cameron was actually gonna be originally was the original director of the film
Damn,
before the movie became got stalled and ended up not getting made until like the 2000s. Yeah, and he actually had some wild, far out ideas, including having Peter Parker have natural web shoes uh, instead of the electronic web shooters that he uses in the comics, and also a wild scene
the glove
where
man
Peter Parker is stalking Mary Jane Watson right outside her bedroom window, right outside her bedroom window of her apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also had plans to have Arnold Schwarzenegger play to play a Spider-Man villain in it, and he was planning on having three Spider-Man villains in it, including the
Well,
Scorpion and Doctor Octopus,
Arnold
and
Schwarzenegger would have made a great Scorpion because he has that physique. Yeah, That physique,
And
pull that off.
also he was planning on having the movie like um
Long as he
actually
don't do what
be
Zack
like
Snyder did with,
mostly based on the comic storyline where Gwen Stacy was killed.
long as he don't do that thing where, like Zack Snyder did when he made everything dark and all the superheroes were going to battle each other and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So basically, if James Cameron's version of the movie would have been made, it would have been an R-rated Spider-Man movie.
Come on.
Yeah, because of a scene that he planned on doing for the film that had Peter Parker basically stalking Mary Jane Watson right outside her right
I
outside her
mean,
bedroom window.
stalking her as Spider Man, right?
What?
Stalking her as Spider Man, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Man.
with and that, but back in those days, guess who was actually um guess who was going to be cast as Peter Parker
Who?
and Spider Man in the
Who?
film?
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Aw, come on.
Not joking. Yeah, it was actually confirmed too. And
They need to
what's
leave
funny though
Leonardo
is
out of
the
stuff.
funny thing about that is that Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Maguire happen to be really good friends. Like back
Yeah.
in those days, like they've been friends since they were kids. And so and like James can't like they did end up using only like a small amount of James Cameron's ideas for the official Spider-Man movie that end up being directed by Sam Raimi, like his natural web shooters. Yeah, like yeah, they did do that.
And the spider suit.
Yeah, the
Remember
I
Spider
remember Tom
Man?
McGuire I remember the first Spider-Man movie was the first superhero movie that actually had a comic book superhero wearing his comic book his actual comic book suit.
Yes, comic book accurate suit.
And yeah, originally they were going to have Spider-Man to have his regular web shears in the film. In fact, they even filmed scenes with him with his web shears, but uh of course Sam Raimi changed his mind and because he did because he wanted because he decided to go with James Cameron's idea of Peter Parker having natural web shooters because he felt that if Peter Parker could create something like those web shears, it would make him seem a little like too smart, and like he could be like the CEO of his own company, you know. And so yeah, he felt that it was too much. But if you actually watch the first Spider-Man movie, Ray, and it's actually like slowed down a few parts of him slinging through the streets, and you actually zoom in closely at on his hands, you would actually notice the regular web shoes on his hands.
That's what I know.
Yeah, yeah. If you actually freeze frame, it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also heard though that in the that the that in the new that in Spider-Man 4 for the fourth Spider-Man movie that they're making with Tom Holland, heard that they are planning on bringing back Michelle, even though they're saying that Peter Parker is going to get a new love interest,
Yeah, I figured. But
and that she might somehow that Michelle might somehow get her memories of Peter Parker back somehow.
Yeah. I noticed. I know. Yeah. By the way, your petition, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, still 20 supporters.
I know
But
it's hard, but it's getting there, isn't it?
yeah,
And once you get your channel back up and running, you'll be able to do a lot.
yeah. In a
Then,
few minutes, I'm gonna be going to have lunch with my grandma and
hey,
hang out with her for a little bit.
yeah, you tell your grandma I said hi, okay?
I'm still, of course, I'm not leaving just yet, so because she's not here yet, but so I can still uh co-host this live stream for a little longer.
Yeah, but you tell her I said hi, okay?
Yeah, the people, all of you who are watching this, do the right thing and sign my petition and
Yeah,
help me get Jeffrey Strojan terminated from YouTube. I mean, like, I didn't just create my petition to to get my channel reinstated. I also created to help to to get people to see how much of a bad person Jeffrey Strojan is, people. And if you sign my petition, he
yeah,
will get terminated, and people won't have to worry about about him doing anything inappropriate to little girls or teenage girls anymore.
yeah.
And yeah, but of course, if you sign my petition, my YouTube channel will also get reinstated. But of course,
We'll get to see some good content.
yeah. If you sign my petition, my channel will be back, and I will be back to making great content for all of you, and also all of you who who are watching this right now.
Yeah,
Don't believe any of the horrible things that are said about me on YouTube, because none of it is true. It's all lies that are spread by really toxic people.
yeah.
And also, don't let like my
He's
don't let my ex manipulate any of you into thinking that my channel doesn't deserve to be reinstated. Okay, just say it.
mm-hmm.
My cha- like my channel was wrongfully terminated, and all of you who think it was who think that it was not, that it should have been terminated. Sorry, man. All of you who think that my channel deserved to be terminated from YouTube, you're all wrong, and you're all you will all need to realize that I'm that my channel never should have been terminated in the first place, and that all of you are just fucked up in the head.
Yeah, it is kind of messed up. But I'm gonna tell
But
you, folks.
all of you people who give me harassment on YouTube, I never did anything to any of you. All of you just like to harass me because you think it's funny, including all of you who are still saying crap like play Wii Sports or
Yeah,
play GTA 5. All of you who are still saying play Wii Sports and play GTA 5. It's never gonna happen, because, and also, that Wii crap ended several months ago. Oh, and yeah, so give it a rest. And all of you toxic people out there can go to hell for all I care. Okay, because I have more important things to do with my time. Actually, I have both more important things and better things to do with my time, people than to give you toxic people. Yeah. And all of the toxic people who say that Randy and I are harassing Jeffrey Trojan, you all need to get live because we are not harassing him. We're spreading awareness about the horrible things that he has done, including him sending inappropriate text messages and pictures to a 13-year-old girl. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that right? So, but Randy, that's the crazy thing about the DC Extended Universe is that after they got rid of Zack Snyder, everything just went completely downhill for DC. I mean, don't you have you ever noticed that, Randy?
How quiet it's gotten.
I mean, like they got rid of Zack Snyder and lied and said that he left the Justice League because of their death.
Yeah.
But the real reason why he left was because they fired him.
Damn.
And then they brought in Joss Whedon, who reshot 80-something% of the Justice movie and added a lot of jokes to the film. And to make matters worse,
yeah,
some of the cast did not like working with him. I'll be right back. Hey, Mom.
yeah. What I'm trying to say is, you don't know. I mean, we really don't know what.
And also, when Joss Whedon was brought in, he actually ended up coming across as a little racist and also a little inappropriate to some members of the cast.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know. I mean,
and also the guy who is the CEO of DC Films and DC Comics at the time, Geoff Johns, didn't like the darker tones that Zack Snyder was giving the DC Cinematic Universe, and in fact, he wanted a more Christopher Reeve, a more Christopher Reeve like Superman in the DC Cinematic Universe.
So I gotta go now, Randy. My grandma's here.
Okay. Say hi to your grandma for me, and
Okay.
you have a good day, man.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Yep. So let's sign his petition. Get him back on YouTube and stuff. Okay, folks. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna sign off right here, but first I'm gonna. Yeah, so let's get him back, on YouTube and sign that petition, and let's just see what we're gonna do. See what we can do. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, I think I found it all. Now,